Let's check this fucking game out. I've never played this before. I know it's an adventure game, so...
Well, it depends on... Let's see what's in here.
English. Man, let's check it out. Should be pretty crazy.
Do you think he'll recover?
I don't know. It's too soon to say. We should let him rest. He's been very feeble for weeks. He can't get up. He doesn't speak. Do you think we should call a doctor?
Call a doctor? Here?
You're right. Let's just hope he wakes up one of these days.
Huh.
Come on, my friend. Hang on. Don't give up.
So some craziness is going on. Well, I got that much.
Wake up, Michael. Come on, you have to wake up.
Who are you? Who's there? Where are you? Where are you hiding? What's happening? What is... Huh. Let's see.
Who are you? Who's there?
Please, Michael, wake up. Wake up.
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
This silence. And this darkness. Where am I? Damn it. I can't remember. What's happening? What is this place? Please, tell me.
Michael, please wake up. You have to wake up.
Okay.
Michael? Is that my name? Please tell me where I am. I can't remember anything. Where are you? Where are you hiding?
Wake up, Michael. Please wake up. Wake up now.
I have to say the
Don't
sound.
go. Please, come back.
The
Come
sound.
back.
The sound is pretty cool.
This darkness, this emptiness.
All right. So I guess I got a little briefcase inventory with nothing in it. Oh, what the fuck? Oil lamp? Huh.
Good morning. I hope you're feeling better.
No.
What?
Now don't be alarmed. I'm glad you feel strong enough to get out of bed. That's wonderful news. I must say you're looking much better, considering what you've been through, of course.
Who are you?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive my manners. You've been with us for so long that I forgot that you don't know who we are. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rod Atkinson.
Porn name.
I'm
taking it.
I was the director of the Municipal Property Registry before, well, you know. before the world collapsed on us.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Atkinson. But... can you tell me what I'm doing here?
Yes, of course. I think we owe you an explanation. A few days after the Great Wave, we found you lying in a ditch near the airport. You were badly injured and unconscious. We couldn't just leave you there. Someone had already stolen your luggage and identification. It was awful. So we decided to take care of you ourselves and brought you here. You've been with us ever since. By the way, I should tell you that when we found you, your clothes were ripped to shreds, so we threw them away. The clothes you're wearing now are mine. You'll find more things in that wardrobe. If you need anything, just help yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Atkinson. But... from what you've told me, I see that you've saved my life. I'm very grateful, Mr. Atkinson.
No, please. You don't have to thank us. We just did what we had to. It's our moral obligation to uphold the ethical principles of civilization in this new world. But call me Rod, please. And, well, we also did it for Colin, you see. What kind of future does he face if we accept that it's every man for himself, that no one cares about anyone else? It's a terrifying prospect, don't you think? We're just doing whatever we can to avoid that future, that's all.
Colin?
Yes, Colin is our only child. Our one ray of hope since the catastrophe. I'm going to confess something to you. Colin is the only reason my wife and I still struggle to keep going in this new world. We would have given up a long time ago if it weren't for him.
Of course. I understand. So that was your wife's voice that woke me up a few minutes ago, right?
My wife? No, that's impossible. My wife has been with me in the other room the whole time. We haven't come out of there for hours. But I'm glad you're feeling better and are fully conscious now. I guess we could say you've been reborn. And although the circumstances aren't the best, simply being alive nowadays is practically a luxury. So, welcome to our home.
Thank you. I'm kind of fucking hungry.
The Great Wave? What are you talking about?
Well, what would I be talking about? That damned, excuse my language, explosion that brought ruin to all of us. The origin of this filthy new world that now seems to be our permanent reality. You look a little confused, if you don't mind my saying so. Do you really not know what I'm talking about?
No, man.
I don't know. I'm afraid not. Let me ask you. You said with us. Who else lives here?
Ah, yes, of course. I still haven't properly introduced my family to you. Now is a bad time, but I promise to make proper introductions later. My wife and I sleep in the other room, and, well, little Colin sleeps with us.
Where am I? What is this place?
You are in what I venture to call our home. Our humble, hopefully temporary home. This is one of the many trailers that make up the refugee camp. And believe me, we can consider ourselves lucky to live between these four walls. Most of the inhabitants of this hellhole, excuse my crude language, have nothing more than plastic tarps and cardboard for shelter.
Wait a second. Did you say refugee camp?
Yes, of course. The Facility for Temporary Accommodation of Disaster Victims is what they called it. You know, after the army declared martial law following the catastrophe. But do you really not remember? Do you really not remember anything about all this?
I feel a little weak and dizzy, Mr. Atkinson. Excuse me. I'm afraid I can't. I can't remember a thing.
I see. There have been many cases like yours in the camp. Try to rest and not to get too agitated. Well, there's one thing I can tell you. You can consider yourself fortunate. There's nothing nice to remember about recent times, believe me.
Are Colin and your wife getting it on, or what?
Please excuse me, but I have to leave you now.
No, wait, please. What's happening? Don't go yet.
I'm sorry, I understand that you have a lot of questions to ask me, but now isn't the time. Believe me, I promise to answer each and every one of your questions in peace and quiet later. Sorry, but I have to go.
Rod, please, quickly!
Okay, all right.
Jesus.
Now that you're feeling better, you can go out and take a walk around the camp. But please, be very careful out there. The world you knew before is gone. Heed my warning, don't touch anything. Don't talk to anyone. And don't get mixed up in anything. At least until someone explains to you how things work in this new world the Great Wave left us. Everything has changed so much out there.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Okay.
One more thing before I go. You've been with us for quite a while now, and we don't even know what to call you. What is your name?
My name? Michael. My name is Michael.
Very pleased to meet you, Michael. We'll talk again later, I promise.
Okay.
Michael. That's what that disembodied voice called me. That must be my name. Wake up, Michael. That's all she said. Leaving me in this immense void where I can't remember anything. Great wave? New world? Refugee camp? But what the devil could have happened out there? I think it might be a good idea to go out there and take a look.
Yeah, it might be. But don't fucking touch anything. Don't talk to anyone. And don't get mixed up.
There's a very worn old notebook hidden under the lid. The cover is practically falling off the spiral binding. It looks like someone stashed it here some time ago, and then forgot about it.
Huh. Can I look at that?
I just don't see it. It's difficult to find a different use for this notebook, other than writing in it.
Oh, there's nothing
I just
written
don't
in
see
it? Okay, B drops it.
I'm
Oil
not gonna
lamp.
snuff out this oil lamp. This place looks sinister enough with light.
Wardrobe.
Impossible. It's locked. I'm afraid my host forgot to unlock it before he left.
What a fucking dirtbag. Dirty dishes. Okay, triangle opens it. Closes it.
A pile of frying pans, plates, and dirty silverware waiting to be washed. Ugh. This place smells like a cheap, greasy spoon.
Squares look.
I can hear people whispering on the other side. It's the door Rod went, the same one he made sure to bolt shut.
He fucking bolted it, huh? Unmade
This scrap
bed.
of fabric has traces of blood, sweat, and other fluids I can't even identify. If this sheet was ever white, it must have been a long time ago. A very long time ago.
Can walk. Can I walk to places? Yeah.
A depressing sight. A damp mattress on a bed frame and dirty, rumpled sheets. This is the bed where I've been convalescing all this time. It's an unframed snapshot, stuck directly on the wall of the room. 2 adults and a child smiling at the camera in what looks like an enormous yard. One of them is Rod, my host.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck Rod.
Good God, what the hell happened here? Rod was right. I don't know what hit this place, but whatever it was, it struck it to its very foundations, without any mercy whatsoever. What's happening now?
You better hide, dude. Don't you know that it's dangerous to show your face when the cleanup brigades come into the camp? You're new here, aren't you?
Yeah.
You could put it that way.
Well, welcome to your new home. I'm Hank, but everyone calls me the Hunter.
I'm Michael. But what's going on up there?
Nothing, Mike, just routine. The cleanup brigades are taking away a sick person, a dissolved. You know how it is, just doing their job. Ironically, that house belongs to one of the camp moles. Those traitorous scumbags.
Brigades, dissolved, moles. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't remember anything.
Oh, I see, you're a blankhead. Well, you better get up to speed real quick if you want to survive here, Mike. Find me if you need help, dude. I can get you whatever you need.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it is, how fast it runs, or where it tries to hide. That's why they call me the Hunter.
All right. I'll remember that.
Come back here! Don't take her away! Don't you know who I am? Come back here! Ah!
Oh, fucking killed him.
They shot that poor man in cold blood. But why did they do that? Hey, Hank?
Hank, give me some bud, dude.
I'm
I have
afraid he's
been-
gone.
I've been out forever, and I haven't had a bong hit.
The enormous trailer that serves as a home for Rob and his family. I find it hard to imagine this heavy old monstrosity ever traveled on the highway. It's the lot outside Rod's trailer. The ground is covered with trash, scrap metal, and broken glass. Something tells me it might not be a good idea to walk around here barefoot.
So I need some motherfucking shoes.
He must be one of the inhabitants of the refugee camp. What the hell has he got in that shopping cart full of junk? Someone improvised a bonfire inside that drum. Although the smoke starts to irritate the lungs pretty quickly, it seems like the only heating system the camp inhabitants have.
Well, huh. I gotta walk on it anyways, man. I don't have shoes.
Ouch! Damn it! I managed to rip open the sole of my foot in a rusty nail.
Hey, it's not a good idea to walk around barefoot in this enormous trash heap. You won't get very far without shoes.
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
The tip is yours to keep. But if you come near my things, you're a dead man. Understood? Wait,
Yeah, man.
I recognize you. Aren't you the guy Rod's been taking care of in his trailer all this time?
Yes, I am. Do you know Rod?
Do you have
Of
shoes?
course I do. Everyone in the camp knows Rod. You owe him your life. Don't doubt that for a second. Nowadays, no one in his right mind would do what he did for you. For a total stranger.
Yes, I'm very grateful to him. But tell me, can I ask you a few questions?
Give me some fucking shoes, man.
This shooting. Could you explain to me what just happened here?
Explain what exactly? That show the cleanup brigades put on? Someone got too chatty and ratted out a sick person, that's all. There's usually a pact of silence in the camp. No one likes to see one of their own in those ambulances. But in this case, the dissolved was a relative of one of the camp moles. Ironic, isn't it?
But they shot a man.
Yes, so they did. So what? The price of human life has gotten a lot cheaper lately. That needn't surprise anyone these days.
About $10 a pound.
A camp mole? What is that exactly?
A spy, a stool pigeon. It's in the Army's interest to control the camp from inside. And so they pay some of the inhabitants to feed them information about what happens on this side of the fence. Who comes in, who goes out, who causes trouble, and, of course, who gets sick. They're scumbags, but very well-paid scumbags. And they have certain privileges that no one else in here has. Never trust a mole. They'll do anything to hang on to the favors the Army gives them in this hellhole.
Okay. I'll take your advice.
You're welcome. But stay away from the shopping cart or I'll rip your guts out. Got it?
Yeah, man.
Did you say dissolved?
Of course. Dissolved. But what the hell's wrong with you? Those people are a real plague. They're sick. And, so they say, highly contagious. Let me give you a piece of advice about them. If you see one, run the other way like he was the devil himself. Even if they don't give you that deadly disease or drive you crazy with their trances, The cleanup brigades will kill you for hiding one. You saw it with your own eyes. They don't even respect their own camp moles.
Tell me about Rod Atkinson.
Well, I don't know him very well, but they say he's decent enough. Too decent for the times we're living in. Did you know that before coming here he was someone important? I think he worked for the government, and he still has some good contacts on the outside. But they're not good enough to get that stupid do-gooder and his family out of here.
Stupid do-gooder?
Well, you know how it is. Rod is one of those good Samaritans who think they can save the world. He has helped a lot of people in the camp, but I think he's going to run into problems. I reckon that he's too weak for these times. I don't know how long he'll be able to survive.
You said he had a son. A pretty good reason to hang on, don't you think?
Yeah?
Yes, Colin. I haven't seen that kid running around here for some time. You know if he's all right?
I don't know. I still haven't seen him. His father told me about him.
Well, I'm glad he's not anywhere near me. That brat doesn't have anything better to do than to try to snoop in my shopping cart.
I've been hearing about an enormous explosion. The Great Wave. What on earth are they talking about?
But what kind of question is that? Where have you been all this time? Sleeping in a cave?
Well, you could say that.
The Great Wave is the reason we're confined here like animals. The entire world went to hell in a handcart that day, and we went with it.
Well, I'll be going on my way. Good luck to you, pal.
Just be sure to stay away from my things.
Sure, man.
Can I ask you a few questions?
I'll answer anything you...
Well, I'll be going on my way.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, pal.
Just be sure to stay away from my things.
Sure, man. Alright, so my fucking foot is cut. See if I can... That's not... You know, I can't be walking around on a foot, man. On a cut foot.
Impossible. It's locked. I'm afraid my host forgot to unlock it before he left.
No shoes anywhere. Yeah?
Look at that. When I pulled back the sheet, part of it got torn on the spring sticking out of the bed frame. I hope Rod doesn't notice.
Should I put that lid on the fucking fire outside? Yeah, let's try it. At least my blood is gone.
It's a bit dented. It was used to cover a very large roasting pan. In fact, it still has some traces of food stuck to it. A supermarket shopping cart full of plastic bags, ready to burst. This individual who looks like a bum and the swarm of insects fluttering around the merchandise don't either. That's odd. The drum has a huge bullet hole on one side. Everything indicates that it was being used for target practice.
How do I put my fucking...
Let's see. I could swear that the lid is just the right size for this drum. Perfect.
Damn it! What's going on? This damn shithole is going to be the end of us.
Someone improvised a bonfire inside that drum. Now that I've covered the top,
What's going on?
the smoke coming out of the bullet hole on the side is concentrated, making it act like a chimney.
Okay.
This filthy shithole is going to be the death of us.
Overflowing, dirty, and infested with flies. This will be Diogenes' dream
They
shopping
need to
cart.
kill us all. That's what they want.
The half-scrap remains of a sports car that looks like a collector's item. From the style, it must have been worth a pretty penny a long, long time ago. But now, I'm afraid it's just scrap metal.
This filthy shithole
Time's left
is
these
going to
hinges
be the
bent
death
and
of
rusted.
us.
There's no way I'm going to be able to break open this door with my bare hands.
Damn it! What's going on?
A bunch of shacks, trying valiantly to stay. I can't imagine how it must be to live in one of
Can't
them.
even breathe in this hellhole anymore.
Well,
I'll
let's...
have to do this quickly, before this man stops coughing.
Huh.
Well, let's see what we have here.
A person can't even breathe in this
I don't see
hellhole
anything but
anymore.
rotten food, tattered clothes, and trash. Wait a minute. It seems like there's also a small billfold with a bunch of credit cards. What the hell is this guy doing with so much plastic money?
Credit card.
A person can't even breathe in this hellhole anymore.
Huh. You think I could, use a credit card on the... to get this fucking thing open?
Impossible. It's locked. I'm afraid my host forgot to unlock it before he left. The old closet Rod told me about. It's funny. With the glass and the door shattered, my reflection in the mirror is fragmented, like a photo ripped into little pieces and taped back together. Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah.
The mechanism gave way on the first try.
Nice.
The car is trashed. For my sake, I hope that guy outside never finds out about this.
Bottle of whiskey. Pillowcase? I see some motherfucking shoes down there.
Not just yet. I'm grateful to Rod for his hospitality, but these old shoes don't look very clean. It won't take more than a few hours for the wound on my foot to turn really ugly. And the last thing I need now is a serious infection. For now, it's just a pillowcase. I don't see any point in soaking it in liquor.
I don't either, man.
Okay, let's see how well this protruding bed spring can cut. I'll use a little of what's in the bottle to soak the bandages. oil lamp is the only source. Better not fool with it. This oil lamp is the room's own, like in a dream. At first glance, I'd say those old loafers, but Rod offered me any clothes I might need, and I don't see anything else around here. Here goes. I'll use the bandages on my foot. I hope the alcohol is enough to keep it from getting infected. Let's pray this improvised remedy doesn't lead to a delightful case of gangrene.
What bastard put a lid on the drum? You tried to suffocate me, you bunch of assholes!
I think that guy out there just discovered the reason for his sudden coughing fit.
Some coward in this shithole wanted to suffocate me! Me! Who was it? Who was it? Come back here so I can give you back your lid, you son of a bitch!
Jesus.
Did you hear that noise, Rod? What's going on out there?
I don't know. I'll go have a look. I think it's that poor drunk who's always hanging around the trailer. He's kicking up a fuss again. It's a good thing poor Colin can't hear his insults.
Don't ever say anything like that again, Rod.
I'm sorry, honey. I wasn't thinking.
Huh. At least I got some shoes.
What are you doing here? Get out of here! You've no business being in this room!
Rod, I'm sorry. But what's going on?
Get out of here, Michael! You didn't see anything, understood? Out! Out!
I get it.
Excuse my outburst, Michael. I shouldn't have behaved that way. It's not like me. But this new world brings out the worst in all of us.
His son is
It's
sick.
just that I can't stand to see Colin suffer this way. So for your own good, please stay away from this room.
Away? Why?
It's no use trying to hide it. You're bound to find out sooner or later. Colin is very sick, and the authorities claim his illness is highly contagious.
Highly contagious? Is he one of the dissolved?
Michael! I won't let anyone use that word in my house! Yes, Colin caught that damn disease.
And what exactly does the disease consist of?
What exactly does the disease consist of?
I don't know, Michael. No one really does. The only news is what the army brings us. They say the disease is highly contagious, and it's our duty to turn over all victims to the cleanup brigades. But no one has ever come back after being carried off in one of those ambulances. No one. So we can't let them take Colin, do you understand?
Yes,
yeah, man.
Of course I understand.
They say that all the victims are condemned, that there's no salvation for anyone, that at the end of their suffering and their trances lies certain death. I think that even the army is afraid of the victims. Really strange things happen around them, Michael. Things you wouldn't believe.
But how did Colin get infected?
We don't know. No one knows how the disease is spread. The only thing we know is that the disease appeared after the catastrophe, and that it's spreading like wildfire.
So the Great Wave brought the dissolved with it?
Yes, but don't use that word again. Not in this house, anyway. It's so cruel and disrespectful. In effect, that's the only thing we know for sure about all this insanity. The Great Wave took everything from us and left us with this epidemic.
What things happen around people infected with the disease?
Strange things with no possible explanation.
Ass bleeding.
In their they go places, Michael. They bring back information. They know things. They talk to people who are no longer with us. And we've been living like this for weeks. The things that are happening around Colin are getting more and more confusing and hard to bear.
Talking to the dead? Jesus. This man's nerves are shot from the exhaustion and stress. What's happening to Colin is terrible. If only there was something I could do.
Well, Michael, you can help us. I'm convinced that our finding you was no coincidence. You've got to help us.
Sure, man.
But you said yourself that all the victims are condemned. What can I do?
No, all is not lost. In the camp, there are rumors of a cure. It seems that in the city, on the other side of the fence, the victims have access to a drug. But we can't get it here. And my contacts out there, well, let's just say they can't do anything to help.
So there's a drug that can cure them?
Yes, but they say that producing it takes a long time and is very expensive. And so it's reserved for city dwellers who can afford to pay for it.
I had a
Get us
credit
that
card.
drug, Michael. I beg of you, please. Colin's time is running out.
If you would have opened that fucking cabinet with the shoes in it, I could have had a credit card to pay for it. Plastic money.
Getting involved looks dangerous. I saw that shooting out there. There's also the possibility of infection.
Infection? Are you afraid for your life, Michael? Without our help, you'd be dead right now. Dead. Don't forget that. What's more, I could help you in return. I could help you get back what you lost. Don't you see?
Give me back what I lost? But you hardly know me, Rod.
I know the essential part, Michael. I know that you're a blankhead.
Blankhead? What the devil does that mean?
A blankhead is a person with no memories, who can't remember anything.
Yeah,
It
no
seems
memories.
that the Great Wave had an enormous neurological impact on certain people, Michael. You're not the only one, or even the worst case. There are people who even forgot how to talk and how to walk after the explosion. Some ended up dying of starvation. They forgot what food looked like, how to chew it, even that eating was a necessity. You can consider yourself lucky. You still remember how to keep yourself alive. And that's the important thing. The natural recovery process is slow. It can take months, if at all. Listen to me, Michael. A man without memories is just a shadow. Or even worse, he's nobody. I still have some contacts out there. I was an important man in the municipal government. I could trace your name, your data in public records, your fingerprints. I could restore your whole life in the blink of an eye. But please, help us.
I'm grateful for your help, Rod, and for everything you people have done for me. But
Listen to me, Michael. We know that it's possible that our son is condemned to die. In fact, my wife and I have everything prepared for when he leaves us. Our child is the only thing that keeps us holding on in the new world. Nothing would have any meaning for us without him.
Yeah, I get it.
So if there is even the slightest chance of saving him, we are prepared to do whatever it takes. Please, Michael, help us. For God's sake, listen to him. He's just a child.
Rod, come in here, quickly!
Bring us that cure, and we'll help you get your life back. Colin is our only hope in this new world. Help us save our future, and I'll give you back your past. I promise you. Goodbye, Michael.
no, Rod, wait. Bring a drug? Is he out of his mind? That man wants me to put his son's life in my hands? I can barely remember who I am. And I probably wouldn't last more than a few hours out there. But Rod was right. A man without a past is nothing more than a shadow. He offered to help me get my life back, my memories. So if I want answers, I have only one possible course of action: to get that drug.
I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. So what do I have? I got some whiskey. I got a notebook.
It's an old accounting ledger that still has a few blank pages left in it. From what's written in here, it looks like someone was using it as a diary before ripping out almost all its pages and leaving it inside the oven in the trailer.
He's been talking to his grandparents again, to my dead parents. His obscenes are getting longer and more terrifying. His mother is suffering too much. We agreed to put the gun inside the cookie box with 2 bullets in the chamber. God forgive us, but when he's gone, there won't be any future. The rumble coming from the gash in the sky still terrifies him. Exalted One. Reverend Blake. Where's the cookie box? Anything? I bet it's in their damn room.
I'm not gonna snuff out this oil lamp.
Fine. See ya.
Wait a minute. Before leaving, I should write down everything important I find out in this notebook. It might come in handy if, as Rod says, I'm one of the blankheads the Great Wave left in its wake.
How do, okay. So I guess that shit happens automatically. So I can pretty much just go down.
In the distance, you can see the skyline of the city. It doesn't seem that far away. From what people say, things work somewhat better there. Could that be true? A quick glance at these tents is enough to make you realize how forsaken these poor people are, confined against their will inside the camp.
Yeah, it's awful. It's like fucking North Korea. I can go right.
It's the enormous fence around the perimeter of the camp. With surveillance from the towers and on the ground, this barbed wire fence intensifies the feeling of claustrophobia in here, making it even more suffocating.
I can go right or left. I'll check it over here first.
A thick wall of scrap metal, debris and rusty metal surrounds this place on all 4 sides. It's a good 20 feet high. I can't believe it manages to stay up.
I need something to open that damn car door.
An enormous rusty tank designed to collect rainwater. Everything indicates that the Great Wave wiped out the concept of running water in one fell swoop, at least on this side of the fence. Cars, machinery, steel, cement, even the skeleton of an old construction crane. This place is a veritable cemetery of the industrial age. This noisy electric generator seems very old and decrepit, but it works.
And how is it powered?
Hey, keep your hands away from that thing, pal, if you want him to stay attached to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to see it up close. There's no reason to get nervous.
Yeah, man. Chill, Sonny Bono.
She's a very young woman. Practically a girl. She's playing by herself with some junk she found among this.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Excuse me? What did you call me?
You're Mr. Sleepyhead. I saw you sleeping in Colin's trailer. I'm so glad you're awake now.
Mr. Sleepyhead? No, that's not my name. I'm Michael.
No, you're just trying to fool me. You're Mr. Sleepyhead. My name is Rose.
There's something odd about this girl's behavior. It's true that she's very young, but she talks like a little girl. Nice to meet you, Rose.
I guess autism still is around after the Great Wave.
So, do you know Rod and Colin too?
Of course. I go over to their house a lot. Well, when they let me out of the van, that is. Rod and his wife have been very nice to me. Sometimes they let me play with Colin. We're very good friends. Are you a friend of Rod's and Colin's too, Mr. Sleepyhead?
Yes, I'm friends with them too. I should be going now.
Do you want me to tell you a secret, Mr. Sleepyhead?
Of course.
I have your old clothes. The ones you were wearing when Rod and his wife found you. I have them in the van. They were going to throw them away, but they gave them to me to wrap my baby in. He'll be cold now that winter's coming.
Your baby? You have a baby, Rose?
Yes, I have a baby, but he's not with me right now. He got lost. Have you seen him? Do you know where he is? I have another secret to tell you, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Back in the van, Rose. Now. Move your ass. Get in there.
Another secret? Just a minute. Wait!
Get in that van, Rose.
It's a very important secret, Mr. Sleepyhead. Something about you. Something about before the Great Wave. But first I have to find my baby. Have you seen him?
Come on, Rose, you heard me. You don't want to get us mad now, do you?
I have to go. Goodbye, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Poor girl. She's obviously mentally ill. She's just a little girl in a grown-up's body.
Yeah, autism.
And you? If you want to go in there with her, you gotta pay like everybody else.
Huh. Thugs. Coins.
A few lousy coins. They don't look like they're worth much. Just a few loose pennies.
Hey, you guys. You talking to us?
Yeah, man.
Is that an electric generator? I've seen very few of these around here.
Yeah, in this hellhole, you can count them on the fingers of one hand.
Nowadays, you can't buy generators like this anywhere. And with the power grid all blown to hell, you can bet that one of these is worth more than your life.
We use it to light Rose's room. We like to protect our, investments. So don't get too close to it. These things are very fragile, and they have a bad habit of getting lost. Now, we wouldn't want that to happen, would we?
That poor girl's not right in the head. She acts like a little girl. How can you people be so unscrupulous?
Rose is an adult. She's earning a living. Like we're all trying to in this camp.
Mind your own business, pal.
You're abusing a poor, disturbed girl.
Us? Taking advantage of Rose? Us? You want to insult us?
We're giving her room and board. She's got nothing to complain about. But she's got to work. That's the only thing we ask of her in return. That's the way things work now.
Bring us the money, then you can get in the van with her. Hey, Do us a favor and spare us all that sanctimonious crap from the old world, pal. Don't waste our time.
I don't have anything more to discuss with you.
I hear a baby.
Smoke and dust clouds are still visible among some of the taller buildings. The impact of the Great Wave must have been terrible. I wonder what shape the catastrophe left the city in.
I hear a baby in my headphones. Pretty cool graphics right there.
Someone placed a bunch of those rusty drums up against the wall. Ugh. They smell like liquor and industrial oil. Oh, Jesus. The cocktail of odors is nauseating. It's a thick cable that runs along that building's roof, but I can't see it very well from here. It's too high.
Huh.
It's a thick cable that runs along, but I can't see it very well from here.
Yeah, I get it.
This bright light leaves no doubt about where the entrance to the building is. There are some insects fluttering around it that end up getting scorched by the heat and dropping dead. Although it seems shoddily and hastily built, it's surprising to see a brick-and-mortar building in the midst of all the trailers and hovels in the refugee camp. No doubt this must belong to someone important, or with very good contacts in here.
See what's inside.
Dented and empty. I'm not sure why, but I find the smell of stale alcohol they give off distasteful, like all the other odors in this place.
That doesn't mean I
What are you having, pal?
Nope. I'm afraid I don't have any cash on me.
That's no problem here. We don't only accept cash, we also barter. We accept anything of value. That excludes checks, naturally. Anything you can eat or drink. Anything that fits into a box or a bottle. For other types of goods, talk to the hunter directly. What do you need? Liquor, tobacco, food?
At the moment, I don't need anything like that, but I'll keep it in mind. Thank you. Interesting place. Are you the owner?
No, pal, don't get the wrong idea. I only work here. This belongs to the hunter, like every other business enterprise here inside the camp. He's the head honcho.
I see.
Well, let's talk to him.
Mike, my friend, it's nice to see you again.
Hi.
Guys, this is my friend Mike. He's new around here. We met at one of the cleanup brigade's latest parties. Isn't that right, dude? Pull up a seat and have a drink. We like to be hospitable to newcomers.
Something tells me I shouldn't accept that drink. That it's not a good idea. Not anymore. No thanks. I don't drink.
Okay, Mike. Whatever you say. But I'm not accustomed to people turning down a drink. At least, not in my own establishment, in front of my men. So tell me, what brings... Now I'm the hunter, because I can find you what you want, when you want it. You know, it doesn't matter where it is, how fast it runs, or where it tries to hide. The new world gave me a new name and a new life.
A new life?
Yeah, a new life. It's hard to explain, dude. But I think in a way, you and I are similar, Mike. That's why I like you. Let me explain it to you. It was the Great Wave. The Great Wave that changed and purified everything. The old world was a messy, complicated, and unjust place. After the Great Wave, everything became crystal clear. When all the old laws disappeared, only one rule remained. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's that simple. And that's the universal law that puts... I knew you'd get it straight off, Mike. But don't call me Hank. I told you, that guy died in the Great Wave.
A friend of mine is in a bad way. I need to know if there's a drug that can help the dissolved, and how to get it.
A friend of yours, huh? Friendship is important, Mike. The camp is a very tough place, and you have to be loyal to your people. I like your gesture. Do I know this person?
No, I don't think so.
I see. Well, look, dude,
What more can you tell me about the dissolved?
only what the authorities say. And that's all I need to know. The disease is fatal. And they say you can catch it just by breathing next to one of those untouchables. That's why they have to get rid of them as soon as possible. Have you ever seen one of those poor suckers die, dude?
No, I haven't.
Well, you're lucky. Here we can get you whatever you need. No questions asked.
Except for that drug.
Hi, Mike. So what...
Let's get out of here.
Dozens of drums stacked chaotically. They belong to the hunter, which would suggest that they can't contain anything remotely legal. Okay, here goes. It's impossible to budge these drums at all. I don't know what they... It's a thick cable that runs along that building's roof, but I can't see it very well from here. It's too high. Okay, here goes. It's impossible to budge these drums at all. I don't know what they contain, but whatever it is, it weighs a ton. Hello.
Hello, son. Would you like to get a little closer to the fire?
Thanks, mister. This is a rather isolated part of the camp. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm waiting. That's all. Just waiting.
Waiting to die. Let's see. Sorry, I had to shoot off a text. You're waiting. He's waiting to die. Let's ask him if he has a place to
It's
go.
starting to get cold. Where's your tent? Or your trailer?
Yes, I had a tent once. They issued me one when I decided to enter the refugee camp after the Great Wave. The trailer was out of the question. They went to the families with the best contacts. Ah, you know how it is. Even in purgatory, some people are more equal than others.
Yeah, I get that. Hmm.
And where's your tent now?
It was stolen from me a while back. They fetch a good price on the black market now.
Stolen?
Looks like...
But how could anyone...
You seem to be new in the camp, am I right? These things happen nowadays. It's best to take things as they come. The reality of the new world is very simple, son. The soldiers and the moles do whatever they like on this side of the fence. And the hunter and his men run the black market and all the dirty rackets. I suggest you memorize all this.
Yes, the hunter. I know him. I talked to him in his bar.
Now, the hunter is very dangerous. Watch your step around him and his men. I happened to meet his father when he was young. He was a violent, degenerate son of a bitch. A real asshole. And I'm afraid his son has followed in his footsteps.
I was gonna say, it looks like fucking Jeff Dunham's old man pet. Jesus, puppet. Oh, man. Getting a Red Bull from the fridge. So... Oh, man.
Let's talk about something else.
He's waiting to die. Shit was stolen.
So tell me, is there any way to get out of the camp?
I'm sorry, son. The only way to get out of this camp is to know someone important who can pull strings for you. Or to become a camp mole. Those traitorous scumbags have gate passes.
I see.
I'm not surprised you want to get out of this shithole. You've no doubt got something to do or someone to find out there. Well, they say things are better in the city. That there's order and that things are starting to function again. But who knows? Well, at least they have Reverend Blake and the consolation of Suicide Park.
Jesus. Suicide Park. Jesus Christ.
Suicide Park? What's that?
Nah, just a song that drifts into the refugee camp from the other side of the fence now and then. And the first dark stars come out to hang from the sky. We could sit and count them together, you and I, when the sun departs from Suicide Park. I'm sure you still have some hopes, some dreams. I'm afraid you're just too young to understand it.
Who's Reverend Blake?
He's a preacher who sometimes comes from the city to bring us a little comfort. Now, some people make jokes about it, but many of us believe that he's a prophet. You should hear him speak sometime. His words etch themselves deeply into your soul. That's why he has so many followers inside and outside the camp.
Changing the subject. I should be going on my way. Have a pleasant wait, mister.
Alright, so... Camp moles have gate passes. I need to fuck with that cable somehow, which means I need to stack the barrels to get up there, I think. Let's go walk around. Because where was that person's house? where they got shot. I think that's it.
Another brick-and-mortar building. That's the second one I've seen inside the camp. These structures stand out like mansions in the misery that dominates this place. Its owner must be someone important.
I heard a scream over here. Well, they're not going to let me out. I don't have a gate pass. I hear a baby for sure.
It's the trio of soldiers who guard the camp. And if their expressions are anything to go by, they're as violent and unyielding as the barbed wire surrounding this dump. A small military sentry box with no door, so narrow that the soldier on duty can hardly turn around inside. Clean and well-maintained. This bike is without a doubt the best-looking object in the entire refugee camp. Although, that's not saying much considering the disastrous condition of everything around me.
Well, if I touch that saddlebag, I'm sure I'll get shot.
It's difficult to make out anything from here, but it seems like a dry riverbed crosses the dirt road leading into the camp.
Sorry, I'm shooting off a text. I'm gonna have to go back. 'Cause I'm not touching the damn saddlebags with them standing right there with fucking guns. Empty beer cans.
They're used and empty. Why would I want to refill these cans?
I don't know.
In another context, this relic would be... But here, Ron's trailer stands out like a mansion amid all these tents, plastic tarps, and pieces of cardboard. This oven is empty. There's nothing left in there that can interest me.
No, I suppose not.
I'm not going to snuff out this oil.
Alright, so there's nothing I can do in here. I can't take that lid.
Can I ask you a few questions?
I'll answer anything you...
Well.
What the fuck? Oh, that's cool. If you hold left trigger, you can... It tells you what you can interact with. Oh, their son is fucking getting dissolved.
A box that used to hold Danish butter cookies. Probably the one mentioned in the notebook I found in the trailer's oven. God forgive us. But there's no future for us without him, was written there. Now I understand why this window hasn't been cleaned. It gives Rod and his family some privacy without raising suspicions about the boy's illness. Besides, that glass looks pretty thick. The boy's cries can't be heard from outside. Colin's mother. I can't imagine her anguish watching her son's life slipping away without being able to do anything. It's good old Rod. The person who's been taking care of me all this time.
Good old Rod.
He's waiting for me to find the medicine for his son's disease. He promised to restore my identity if I do. It gives me the chills to think that he's putting Colin's life in my hands.
I want that cookie box. Yeah, I mean, I checked all that crap.
Dozens of bullet marks and some trails of fresh blood dripping down the wall. Oh
Gross.
My God. This corner of the camp stinks of gunpowder.
Oh, this is the fucking house.
A pool of blood mixed with mud marks the spot where that man, the mole, was shot. It gives me the chills. They may be able to kill with impunity, but it's still the scene of a crime.
Well, can I get up there? Yeah. Maybe there's a gate pass in here.
Clothes, knickknacks, and broken furniture. This room is full of broken, worthless junk. There's no question. This place was looted recently, and rather violently, I might add.
Hey, you filthy rat! Get out of my house! Do you hear me? Out!
Forgive me.
We've got nothing left for you to steal. Go back to your sewer, you filthy rat! Scram!
No, you've got it all wrong. I haven't come to take anything. But wait a minute. I recognize you. Weren't you with the man they shot out there a while back?
Yes, my name is Misha, and that man is my husband.
Why is everything all over the floor? Were you robbed?
They left us nothing. Those envious rats took everything. They'd been hanging around waiting for days. It seems like those bums have a sixth sense about where it dissolved is being hidden. When they saw my husband injured and lying on the ground, they forced their way in and looted our house.
Bums? Envious rats? Who are you talking about exactly?
Them! All of them! Everyone living here in this camp envies us. They envy who we are, what we have, our privileges, our army contacts.
So they envy you because your husband is a mole. Is that right?
Don't call him that, you worm! He collaborates with the forces of law and order. That's his job.
And in this collaboration with law enforcement, wasn't turning in others of the dissolved one of your husband's duties?
Shut up! Shut up! You envy us too! You're just like the rest of the rats in this camp.
But what happened? Why did they shoot your husband?
It's all your fault. All because of you camp rats. One of you reported him for harboring a dissolved. And those army pigs opened fire without even caring who they were aiming at, or how hard my husband had worked for them.
So the lady the cleanup brigades took away from this house was a dissolved.
That was my mother. I'm never gonna see her again. Damn filthy rats. Are you satisfied? It was you people that brought death to this family. And what are the three of us gonna do when my husband's gone? We'll lose everything. The house, the money, our privileges.
You said the three of us. Is there someone else in the family?
We have 2 children, 2 small boys. And in this camp, envy eats away at everybody. Now we'll be outcasts. No one will help us when my husband is gone. Winter come, our money will run out, and my children will starve. Those 2 brats wear me down with their antics. I have to chase after them all the time, but they're my children, and none of this is their fault.
What privileges are you going to lose?
As a collaborator, my husband always received special treatment from the army. More generous rations of food and water, a little money, clothes, a treat now and then for the kids. And
a bullet in the stomach.
That's gonna end. We won't be able to leave the camp. When he dies, they'll take away his gate pass. We'll die locked up in here. Like you rats.
Did she say a gate pass?
I believe she did.
How is your husband?
He's badly injured. One of the bullets went through his stomach. He's not gonna make it. He's really suffering. He's in excruciating pain. If
I have
we
whiskey.
At least had some morphine to ease his pain.
Listen, Misha, I can help you.
And just how are you gonna help us, rat?
There's something important I urgently need to get from the other side of the fence while I'm out there. I could also get some morphine for your husband. I've heard that things are better in the city. It shouldn't be too hard for me to find some, but first I need to get out of the camp.
Like I told you, my husband has a pass that gets him through the gate.
Yeah, I know.
I could lend it to you, but I don't trust you. I don't trust you or any other filthy rat in this camp. Beat it! Get out of here!
If I want to get my identity back, I need that drug for the dissolved. And to get it, I have to leave the camp. I have to do whatever it takes to gain this woman's trust. No matter how unpleasant I find her screams and insults. Listen to me. I'm not just another camp rat. You're your friend. I want to be your friend. You told me you were worried about winter coming. Let me help you. I'll bring you food. Food for your children. Then will you trust me?
I don't know. Bring me the food first. First you bring me food for my children, and then we'll talk about that pass.
I'll do it.
I got some whiskey. Whiskey for the kids. Bedroom. Front door. Crack in the sky.
That must be that strange phenomenon in the sky I've heard people talking about in the camp. The one that appeared just after the Great Wave. God is urging his angels to punish us through the wound. It says in the notebook I found in Rod's trailer. The view from here is incredible. Until you get a look from this side, it's impossible to get an idea of the true size of the refugee camp. One of the many sentry towers surrounding the camp. And inside each and every one of them, there's a sniper, armed to the teeth and itching to shoot something. Hi, kids.
Hello, sir.
What are you up to?
We're doing target practice. We're going to be real good shots. Someday, we'll get those pigs who shot Dad.
How awful. These children must have seen the cleanup brigades shoot their father out there. Poor kids. And how is the target practice going?
Bad at the moment. We need a real target, or we'll never be able to hit those soldiers.
Yeah, we need a better target. Hey, quit talking to that rat. He's not one of us. You know what Mom and Dad say about the people in the camp. Leave my brother alone. Get lost, rat.
Yeah, you're not one of us. Get lost, rat.
Huh. I don't know if I want to get your fucking kids any food now.
I'm not going to pick them up. I'm sure it took the kids a long time to collect all those rocks for their target practice. Besides, I bet my aim is worse than theirs. A primitive target built by those kids. Although from what they say, it's starting to get too boring for their target practice.
I wonder if I can go in the bedroom.
Better not. Knowing what's inside that room, I have no interest in going in.
Huh. Can I take that bug? I doubt it. Oh, I need some fucking food for those stupid kids. Oh, maybe I can go ask the hunter.
These bottles have been opened, and they look like they've been reused hundreds of times. They're filled with a grayish liquid with a rather unappetizing appearance.
I wonder if I throw the beer cans near the soldiers, if I can distract them long enough to open the saddlebags.
They're used and dented. I can't figure out how to use the cans with this.
Throw them. Throw them at this
I
guy.
prefer to hold on to it. I think this will be more useful to me. A small military center so narrow that the soldier...
Let's see what happens.
Hey, Red, I don't think that motorcycle belongs to you. Or at least I don't remember seeing your name on it anywhere. Am I mistaken?
No.
Are you one of those people who have no respect for private property, bastard? Do you know what we do in this camp with people like you?
I'm beginning to get an idea. I was just curious about this thing. I'm stepping away.
Where do you think you're going, Rat? No one leaves here without a pass, unless it's with a bullet between the eyes.
Yes, and we can take care of that for you if you don't get away from that gate. Come on, scumbag, stick your neck out. We could use a little entertainment tonight.
What's the matter, Rat? Cat got your tongue?
I think it's best if I get away from the gate. I'm afraid their threats are deadly serious.
Yeah,
Sorry,
man.
guys. I'm not looking for trouble.
Now that's what I like to hear. That's a good boy.
Oh.
From here, I can see how the road leading out of the refugee camp splits into 3 paths. One leads to a kind of depression in the ground, another leads to a graded water outlet, and the third disappears into the distance, beyond the last hill. Could that be the road leading to the city?
I have a feeling I might end up having to take that fucking water pipe. Maybe that bum's got some fucking food in his, I hear a baby crying too.
This individual seems a little unhinged, and judging from his threats, I don't seem to...
Can I give him the cans?
This guy already has enough junk in his shopping cart. There's already too much trash inside. I'm not gonna do it. Too many things around me have already gone up in smoke. The entire world has been reduced to ashes.
Burn this motherfucker to the ground.
I have no intention of putting my hand back in there. There's nothing else in that
Alright, I need some fucking food. I need to open that car door somehow.
Nothing but leaky roofs and cardboard walls. Good God.
I need this car door open.
Time has left these hinges bent and rusted. There's no way I'm going to be able to break open this door with my bare hands.
Yeah, I know that. Oh! Let's see. I mean, I've checked all that shit out.
That's odd. The drum has everything indicates that it was... I don't think it's a good idea to offer him a swig. The guys are... No doubt the whiskey in this bottle would liven up the fire, but I don't see any point in that right now.
I do. We need to get some fucking food. I need to find that woman's baby. Sorry, I'm firing off a fucking text. I just got a new job, so... Sorry. Oh, man. Sorry. I'm almost done. Alright, I'm done. I need some fucking food for the kids. I need to find the baby of that girl. I hear the fucking baby, man. Maybe I can give these guys some whiskey.
Better not. If these guys are unpleasant sober. They're used and dented. I can't figure out how to use the cans with this.
Yeah, I can't either. Yeah, checked all that shit out.
These guys have improvised a card table for their poker game by putting a plank on top of 2 old tires. There's no doubt that necessity has sharpened the resourcefulness of the people who live in the camp. Just a handful of dirty coins.
Hey, you guys. Hello again, pal. Have you come
Hey.
back to spend some time with Rose, or do you just enjoy wasting our time?
Yeah.
Let me into the van. I just want to talk to Rose for a few minutes.
Of course, it's none of our business what you want to do with her. But if you go into the van, you gotta pay the price.
Got any money on you?
No, I don't have any on me.
Then come back when you do and quit bothering us. We have a very busy schedule, you know?
The girl said something about a secret involving me. Something from before the Great Wave. It seemed important. But what is it? Maybe it was a product of her madness. But I need to talk to her inside that van to get some answers. I'll come back with the money.
Now that sounds much better. I see that we're starting to speak the same language.
I don't have anything more to discuss with you.
Money. I don't remember seeing any money around. See if there's anything I can do over here.
On the outside, I see only the logos of brands of heavy machinery oil. Though, judging from the lids, these drums have been reused and filled with something else. Okay, here goes. It's impossible to budge these drums at all. I don't know what they contain, but whatever it is, it weighs a ton.
Is there any way I can fill that up?
These drums are full and sealed. Why waste the liquor on them?
I don't know. Huh. There's a wire up there. I don't know. That would probably just cut power to the lights. The drums, the light, the wire, the old man. Can I save? Yeah? I can, and I will.
A bunch of empty aluminum cans, lightweight and tinny. A high-proof whiskey, and by the looks of it, expensive. After soaking the bandages, approximately half of the liquor is still left.
Yeah, I know all this. I don't know. You know what I mean? Does the bartender have any fucking food?
Anything that fits into a box or a bottle. For
I
other
need
types of
food.
goods, talk to the hunter directly. What do you need? Liquor, tobacco, food?
I could use some food.
You're in luck. We have some of these emergency food rations the authorities distributed among the inhabitants of the camp in the first weeks after the Great Wave. You know, a bunch of them just happened to fall into our hands. What do you have to offer in exchange?
Did I miss anything in here?
Nothing of interest. The floor of the room is littered with useless junk like this. But wait a minute. I think I can see something sticking out from under that piece of wood. A
Cigarettes.
pack of filter cigarettes trapped under the drawer. I guess whoever looted this house didn't see them. Or perhaps wasn't a smoker.
I'll take them.
Don't even think about touching anything in this house, rat. Haven't you done me and my family enough harm already? You're just a lousy thief, like all the other cockroaches around here. Get out of here.
Jesus.
No, wait. You're confused. I just want to help you.
Oh, yeah?
Of course. Whew.
What are fucking kids again? I had to miss something.
Hi, kids. How's it?
Bad at the moment. We need a real target, or we'll never be able to hit those soldiers.
Yeah, we need a better target. Hey, quit talking to that rat. He's not one of us. You know what Mom and Dad say about the people in the camp. Leave my brother alone. Get lost, rat.
Yeah, you're not one of us. Get lost, rat.
So they need a new target.
I'm not going to pick them up. I'm sure it took the kids a long time. Besides,
What the fuck?
Thank you. Now we'll really be able to become the best shots in the camp.
So now you're saying this isn't a rat?
no, I'm not. My name is Michael.
Hello, Michael.
So tell me, why do you want to throw rocks at those soldiers?
We have to get revenge. We're big boys now. And that's what we gotta do. Those pigs shot our dad. We heard him screaming. He's hurt real bad.
Mom said we'll never see him again.
Damn pigs! My brother and I are gonna get them. All of them.
But when they were Dad's friends, you used to say you wanted to be a soldier when you grew up.
Shut up. That was before. I wish I could reach those watchtowers with my rocks.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
That's not a bad idea. Something tells me that a little commotion along the barbed wire fence would be a good thing for everyone. It's pretty late for kids like you. What are you doing out in the street at this hour?
Target
Hey,
practice.
We're not kids. We have to practice our marksmanship. Our mom gets real mad when we do it inside the house. It's not like we have anywhere else to go in this dump.
Nowhere else to go? So you don't go to school? Don't you have any friends from school?
There is no school. Not since the explosion.
Our mom says we don't need it anyway. We're big boys now, and someday we'll be very important people in the camp. Just like our dad. That's why we don't hang out with the other kids around here. Our parents say they're rats. They'd be a bad influence on us.
Yes, we're going to be brave and strong, like our dad. Right, Michael?
Of course you will. I need your help, boys.
How can we help you, Michael?
I have to get something from inside your house. It's something I need so that I can help your father. Understand? But your mother is very agitated, and I need you to give me a hand with her. It's a mission.
What do you want us to do, Michael?
I need you to get your mother out of the house for a few minutes. Just long enough for me to go in and get what I need. Do you think you can do that?
Of course, we're big boys.
I'll owe you. I promise to give you a reward.
Okay, let's do it.
A mission.
I'm not gonna pick. Besides,
Cigarettes, bitch. Anything else? Nope. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my head! What the hell's going on? Oh, God! My head feels like it's gonna explode!
Michael, please, help us! Help us! Please, remember, Beechwood Oracle.
Repent! It's the sign! Was it our fault? Did we do it? Yes! We did it!
Enough! Please! Enough!
Please, Michael, help us! Only you can do it. Remember, Beechwood Oracle.
Good God. What are these images? And that woman's voice. It's the same one that woke me up in the trailer. I'm trying to remember. Stop tormenting me.
I hope Rod helps me find some answers. If not, I'll go mad.
Jesus.
Absolutely mad.
That was pretty fucking crazy. Beechwood Oracle.
Oh, my head.
Nah, I don't need to see that again. So I got some cigarettes. See if he'll take some cigarettes. Excuse me.
Emergency food rations the authorities distributed among the inhabitants of the camp in the first weeks after the Great Wave. You know, a bunch of them just happened to fall into our hands. What do you have to offer in exchange?
Cigarettes?
I have this pack of cigarettes.
Virginia tobacco. There's not much of this in the camp. That's a good start, but it's not enough. The pack's been open and several cigarettes are missing. I'd need something more.
Jesus, man.
Would a bottle of liquor do?
Fantastic. I think that's a fair price.
Yeah, give me the food.
I'll take both of them. Here you go, pal. The food package is all yours. Enjoy it in good health.
Nice.
Hello again.
They shot him! Those pigs shot my husband!
Yeah, I
and
saw.
what are the three of us gonna do when my husband's gone? We'll lose everything!
The three of you. I've already talked to your two boys out there.
Those two brats wear me down with...
They're just
What do you know, you rat? Those kids don't give me a...
I should be going, but I promise to help you, and I will. Give me that pass for getting out of the camp, and I'll get you some morphine for your husband.
I don't... First bring me food for my children, and then we'll talk about the pass.
Yeah, I got food,
Okay,
bitch.
I'll do it.
Suck it.
Here, this is what I promised you.
food you brought? This will barely feed us for 2 days.
I'm sorry, it's very complicated getting more in the camp. I only wanted to show you that you can trust me, that I can help you.
That's what all you rats in this trash heap say? But in the end, only thing you're interested in is taking advantage of my husband and me.
I've held up my part of the bargain. Isn't that proof enough? Listen, let me have that pass to get out of the camp, and I promise I'll come back with the morphine you need to ease your husband's suffering.
Ah, okay. But you better hurry. Here.
What's this? A bracelet?
It's like an ID badge. Wear it and the soldiers will recognize you. It won't just get you out of the camp. It'll also help you avoid all kinds of problems with the army once you reach the city. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing by giving it to you. Just don't betray me, you rat. Bring me that morphine for my husband, and I promise you, I'll give you lots of money in return. Much more money than you could earn in a lifetime in this shithole.
No, that's not necessary. We never said anything about money.
I have to know you're coming back. I don't trust any of you, and I know that money is the only thing that'll make you keep your word. All you camp rats are alike. Now get out of my sight, and don't make me regret this. And don't come back without my husband's morphine. There'll be a fat wad of cash waiting for you.
Okay. It's an ID bracelet that identifies me as an army collaborator. In other words, a mole. Wearing one of these brings certain privileges. Among others, it's my key to getting in and out of the camp.
And I can't put it on?
I don't mean to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
Hey, it seems like we have a nosy rat in the camp.
Nice motorcycle.
It is, isn't it? It's ours. So get anywhere near it, and you'll end up against that wall.
You don't have the authority to touch it, or point at it, or even look at it.
Dare to touch it with your grubby hands, and you're a dead man. I guarantee it. Got it?
Okay, understood. I won't bother you anymore.
Get lost.
I got my pass.
Go through that gate.
Do you need to get a closer look at what I have on my wrist?
Wait a minute. Look, he's got on one of those ID bracelets the camp moles wear. Those cockroaches are very useful to us in here. Lower your gun and let him leave.
You heard him. Get out of here, rat.
Good. Nice. Can I go in here?
A few yards away, I can see a great mass of trash, mud, and plant matter that accumulated in there in the years since this water outlet was last cleaned. Ugh. Even from here, I can smell the stench coming from inside. Impossible. It's beyond my reach. A few yards away, I can see a great that accumulate.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, I have to exit through here then. I hear a baby. Baby. Burnt tree.
It's the charred remains of a tree trunk, fighting to keep from being devoured by the enormous hole in the ground. For the moment, it's holding its own. It seems firmly rooted in the soil. can't reach it from here. Maybe I should find a way to get to the bottom of this enormous hole first. I suppose the rain has been flooding the pit little by little. This water is so dark you can't even see the bottom.
Gross. Alright, well, let's try and go to town, I guess. Or I'm going to try and save it real quick. Wow, 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 wow. Where did the music go?
So, I enter the city. It welcomes me with its most merciless and bitter grimace. What I see before my eyes is not what I expected. Doomsday made it here, too.
Jesus.
Even if no one in the refugee camp knows it yet. Damn it. The city looks as bruised and battered by the catastrophe as the rest of us.
Act 2, Doomsday City. Well, I got a trophy. Logan's Run. I think that was the name of a movie. A movie. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. We'll probably just divide this game up into acts. Kind of makes sense. Maybe we'll be able to do more than one once I fucking am used to everything. So yeah, Dead Synchronicity. Looks pretty cool. Little adventure game. And that's it. I hope anyone watching is having a good day. Feel free to leave comments and below the video. And we'll see you next time. Later.